These are our uncirculated improved secret silver bicentennial set. $79.95 is our price. You're gonna get a total of 6 coins. We're gonna go over them for you, of course. This is offered on 2 flexible payments of $39.98, and our item number to shop is 371535. Can't wait to hear about these.
Now, I don't know, do we have here last time we sold these? Probably a month or 6 weeks ago, maybe even a little longer, I don't know. It's been a while. These are secret for a reason. People go, what do you mean secret? I got 20 of these coins. I got 50 of these coins in my dresser drawer. But you don't have these coins. These are the silver coins. The silver is the secret part. Okay, they released millions and tens of millions and hundreds of millions of these into circulation for what we call clad coinage. They have no intrinsic value. However, they made a very much smaller quantity of silver presentation bicentennials. And that's what we've got here. They did a proof set in silver. They did an uncirculated set in silver. So you see United States Bicentennial silver uncirculated set. Now we're gonna give you the sets for $79.95 for the pair. I wanna put that into perspective. And this is one of the reasons I have a hard time getting them in the original government packaging. Because they're sold oftentimes individually. So if I go to the nationally advertised catalog, this is the silver Eisenhower dollar in proof, and they sell this coin individually for $57.50.
You gotta be kidding.
No, I kid you not. They sell the uncirculated version for a mere $52.50. So they're $110 for these 2 coins right here. We're $79.95 for all 6. Now remember, the other 4 coins, the Kennedy half dollar and the Washington quarters, are also silver. Okay, and also collectible and also desirable. As a matter of fact, if I go to the nationally advertised catalog and I said the silver 76, the Kennedy is $21.95 here. Okay, and $18.95 here. So another $40. So we're up to $150 before we get to the quarters. And when we get to the quarters, I think they're about $10 a piece. Let me get the exact, because they're silver, of course. So we have silver bicentennials. My mistake, $17.75 a piece. Another $35 there. So you're about $185 or so, coin by coin. Now keep in mind, I would make a significant argument that they are much more valuable actually in the original government packaging. Here's the original government certificates of authenticity. Understand you're getting 6 silver coins. These are silver proof coins. These were made at the United States Mint facility for the Bicentennial. And as you can see, United States Mint silver proof set and silver uncirculated set. The uncirculated set comes in this envelope that you see United States silver that you're going to have there. Do not confuse these with the regular issue coins put out by the United States government that you have in your dresser drawer. Those are clad coins. People always show me those bicentennial Eisenhowers that they have in their dresser drawer. They go, what's that worth? I go, like $1.25. Because it's a circulated silver dollar that has no intrinsic value. Yeah. These, however, are actually silver. Okay, these are actually silver, and so that adds significantly to the value of these, is the silver part of these. So ultimately what we come down to here is the fact that I have them back in stock. And what happens is I'm able to bring these in every now and again when I get them, because it's very difficult for me to get these where the packaging is still intact, where the coins look fantastic. And remember, these are the bicentennials, so they are all 100% unique in terms of the reverse. So in other words, this is the only reverse of the Eisenhower dollar that's got the Liberty Bell and the moon, the fife and drummer here, and then Independence Hall on the half dollar. These are 1 year only issues of these coins from the Bicentennial that you're going to see here. The other thing that becomes very important to the collectability and desirability of these is very much the price of silver. And silver is, well, it's not at 10-year lows, it's pretty close to 5 or 6 or 7-year lows. It wasn't that long ago, 5 or 6 years ago, I literally had to sell these for more because of the silver, because the silver content is significant to the value of the sets. So remember, you can buy my sets for $39.95 a set. This coin's $57.50, this coin's $52.50. So you can buy each set of coins for literally less than what you can buy individually buy the silver dollars for by themselves. And that's key and crucial and critical to the opportunity that you have here, because these are silver bicentennials, and that's the secret part, is the silver part.
That's very
cool. So here's the part of the program where people start going kind of crazy and the phones go kind of nuts.
By the way, you asked the last time we aired them back in January. That's what my notes read.
What is it?
It says back in January.
Could be, yeah. So
Okay.
2 months.
Yeah, so here's an opportunity for you to be able to grab them. You've got your FlexPay option, which is really nice. You've got your 30-day money-back guarantee, but it's a really great chance for you to be able to get it. You often will see Mike with his catalog. I'll have him tell you a little bit about that in just a little bit. But you can certainly buy these coins separate and apart in the market, but you traditionally pay more, which is kind of the point that he's making here. We love that we can offer this to you at a tremendous value. There's not a lot to go around. It's proving to be a popular choice. Yeah. No surprise here, of course.
I had to go check because I go, that's always the big thing. Do you have any more? It's like, it's interesting. We have things, we have wait lists and those types of things because we want to make sure everybody gets everything that they want. There isn't that kind of thing in coins. They frown on me making my own coins.
Well, you should explain that to everybody, because remember, I did, when I started to work with you, I was like, well, why can't you sometimes get these back, as often?
Well, you have to understand, these were made 40 years ago. Okay, these are 40 years old. They're all 100% original from 40 years ago. So I have to find somebody who literally bought them 40 years ago, okay, and now is willing to sell them.
And then you have to get enough of them.
Right, and then we have to get enough of them. And if you look at this is like a cardboard package, okay? With a high glass, 1776, 1976.
I'm going to chime in for a moment because we actually turned our counter to show you what remains. And we only do that, guys, when we know that we are heading towards a very, very close sellout. So it's important that you understand kind of what we use here at HSN. If you'd like in 700 and I was going to say 10, but that counter is always typically behind. So there is a sense of urgency when you see that counter going down. You want in.
Yeah, and with all the people on the phone, I'm guessing that number is really actually probably closer to half of that. So when we get these coins, not only do I have to find somebody that put these away in 1976, I have to make sure that they save them correctly so that they're still in absolute